We urgently need to talk about the Melon Music Awards because I can honestly say we got an entire year's worth of celebrity gossip in a single night. First of all, Jennie and Kai reunited after years, and the lyrics Jennie delivered during her performance were incredibly pointed and full of hidden messages. One idol completely swept the awards, aespa was accused of being disrespectful, an unexpected group took home an award, and so many other things happened. So sit back, take a deep breath, because I'm starting now. The ceremony, held in Seoul on December 20th, lasted approximately 5 hours and turned into a year-end event that will be talked about for a long time, both for its high production stages and the scandals that unfolded. Organized by Kakao Entertainment, the Melon Music Awards welcomed over 18,000 attendees in person this year. While the YouTube live stream reached millions of viewers worldwide, a total of 29 awards were presented that night. Now, let me quickly go over some of the awards. Song of the Year, the Daesang Award, Artist of the Year, the Daesang Award, and Album of the Year, the Daesang Award, were all won by G-Dragon, who truly stole the show at the award ceremony. The Record of the Year, the Daesang Award, was won by Jennie. By the way, some of you may not know this, but in the past there were quite a lot of rumors online suggesting that Jennie and G-Dragon were dating. Because of that, the fact that both idols won Daesang Awards and appeared on the same stage became a major topic of discussion. Now that I've shared that detail, I can move on to the rest of the awards. The Rookie of the Year awards went to All Day Project and Hearts to Hearts. The winners of the top 10 awards were Rosé, Lim Young-won, Jennie, aespa, Boy Next Door, G-Dragon, IVE, NCT Wish, PLAVE, and Rise. The Millions. Top 10 awards were claimed by Rosé, 17, IU, Lim Young-won, Jennie, Boy Next Door, G-Dragon, IVE, PLAVE, and RIIZE. Later in the video, I'll also go over the winners of the category awards and the global awards. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I think the main character of this year's award ceremony was G-Dragon. He won a total of 7 awards, 3 of which were the Daesang Awards, considered the most prestigious honors. You could say that the album he released after a long break made a huge impact. For those who may not remember, G-Dragon released an album titled Übermensch in February of this year. This 8-track album broke records in both sales and streams on the very first day of its release. Notably, G-Dragon did not release this album under YG Entertainment. Instead, it was released through a partnership between Galaxy Corporation and Empire Distribution. He also launched a world tour in March, which achieved significant success. So, yes, he was truly talked about a lot this year, and honestly, I personally found the album to be very successful. That's why the awards he won essentially represented all the achievements he accomplished throughout the year. What caught my attention the most at this year's Melon Music Awards was the fact that so many solo artists received awards. In previous years, awards usually went to groups, but this year, with Jennie, Rosé, and G-Dragon, most of the major awards were given to solo artists. That was one of the most interesting points for me. For example, Jennie won the Record of the Year award, which is one of the 4 major Daesang awards presented at the Melon Music Awards, and it was the first time a solo artist had ever won in this category. So I feel that in the coming years, K-pop won't be limited to groups anymore. The achievements of solo artists are going to come much more to the forefront. One of the most surprising moments of the 2025 Melon Music Awards, in my opinion, was PLAVE when winning an award. Since PLAVE is a fully virtual group, and honestly, I think I still haven't fully gotten used to the existence of virtual groups, I was really surprised that they managed to become so successful in such a short time and win an award at such a major ceremony. Now, if we talk a bit about the red carpet, I honestly really liked Jennie's look. Jennie appeared on the red carpet wearing a combination of a white corset top and a black skirt. I actually liked aespa's outfits as well, but there were hundreds of negative comments online about their looks, and it turned into a pretty big controversy. First of all, there are 4 members in the group, right? If you're wondering why they appeared as 3 on the red carpet, let me explain right away. Ning Ning couldn't attend the ceremony this year because she was sick. As for why the girls were criticized for their outfits, I'll explain that too. According to many people, the styles of the 3 members looked too independent from one another and didn't create a sense of unity. In other words, they seemed mismatched. Another point of criticism was that their outfits didn't suit the seasonal conditions. Even though the weather was cold, they chose outfits that looked very summery. However, aespa wasn't criticized only for their outfits at this award ceremony. They were heavily criticized for many other things as well. I'll talk about those later in the video anyway. But, in my opinion, the most important part of the night was Jennie and Kai. Interestingly, right after Jennie appeared on the red carpet, the EXO members came out as well. So as Jennie was leaving, the EXO members stepped in front of the cameras at the exact same time. This could have been a coincidence, but it's also possible that the organizing team did this intentionally. Honestly, I can't say anything for sure about that. But if it was done on purpose just to get people talking and create buzz, then I really want to congratulate the PR team. Another moment that was talked about a lot that night was G-Dragon's performance. As the winner of the biggest awards, expectations for G-Dragon when he took the stage were extremely high, but unfortunately, those expectations were not met. Many people criticized him heavily, saying that they didn't like his performance at all. To put it this way, the stage design, the concept, and everything on stage were flawless. However, people criticized G-Dragon by saying that they didn't like his energy on stage and that he wasn't able to deliver a strong live performance. At this point, I'd like to share something I read with you as well. G-Dragon was deeply affected by the fires in Hong Kong, and because of that, he made significant changes to the setlist and the stage design before the performance. He didn't want certain lyrics to affect the families who had lost loved ones, so he used white flower designs on stage which symbolized mourning. He also criticized himself regarding his performance at the awards ceremony. After the ceremony, he said the following. So instead of ignoring the criticism, the fact that he criticized himself in the same way and said he would try to fix it honestly felt very sincere to me. I also think EXO performing that night was extremely important because the group took the stage at an award ceremony for the first time in 8 years. On top of that, they performed their new songs live for the very first time there. One of the most criticized groups of the night was ILLIT. The reason was that when the group received the Best Female Performance Award, they thanked HYBE founder Bong Si-hyuk during their acceptance speech. As you know, Bong Si-hyuk has been involved in several legal cases in recent months, and reports that surfaced about comments he made regarding K-pop groups outside his company caused significant backlash. Now, let me list the remaining award winners, and then we can go back to the Jennie and Kai topic. First, Best Female Solo went to Rosé, Best Male Solo went to G-Dragon, Best Female Group went to IVE, Best Male Group went to Boy Next Door, Best Stage went to aespa, and Best Music Video went to Kiki I Do Me. I'll share the rest of the scandals and award winners in part 2. Don't forget to follow. See you soon. Love you.